today guys, I'm going to show you the next step in the Jeep modification. This is actually the front bumper, which I've had in my garage for a while now. I actually sent it out to a shop to get a slight modification done, and then I brought it back here. So I'm gonna get to show you the bumper and show you the modification. The only thing that's missing with the modification on the front bumper is actually just painting it. I could go black if I wanted to. Powder coating, maybe. I think this is probably the best bet, but you guys will see. Maybe you can get some comments to see what color we should go, but probably black's the best bet. I might go a different color with the hardware, perhaps. So first of all, this hasn't been put on my Jeep yet because I'm still waiting on Rockcrawler to send me parts. It's been taking a lot longer than normal. There's no point of me actually putting a winch and a bumper at the front, installing all that, putting all that back together, and then coming back and then putting a lift kit in it afterwards. Especially considering you can use the lift kit to actually level and stabilize the entire Jeep. Here is the, it's made by Fab Fours. It's the 4610. It's actually called the Grumper on the website here. And we're gonna show you that bumper right now. That's totally going on in the video. Introducing to you the Fab Fours Grumper. This is the 4610 version here. And you can see it's full steel bumper. Replaced the entire front end where the grill is and the actual bumper with a fully enclosed area to cover your winch, with also two attach points here for your D-rings, one on each side. I also temporarily, just for the looks in this video, I put in two screws here, one there and one here. It's just holding up that little grill. There's also a model that you can get that has gaps in there so that you could put a little light bar if you wanted to. You can also see the headlights. It kind of gives it that style, evil eye to your headlights. I've seen some Jeeps have that as well. And there's also ventilation on the side there, on both sides here for, well, where the headlights are, and just to get some more airflow at your radiator. There's also two big holes here, one on each side. I'll get to that later. Those are supposed to be access points for your winch. These here are big enough that they're about the size of my hand, a little bit bigger actually. You can get your hand in there entirely and get to your winch on one side or the other. And as far as the bottom goes here, I kind of like this overdrawn here. I'm gonna see maybe later on I might need some more body armor that goes further down, because I don't think that covers not as much area as the original Jeep bumper. Also, something else that I added for flavor here with my whole Transformers theme. I got this on Amazon. I didn't get it, it's not quite the right size, but it's close enough here. This is the Fab Fours logo right in here, which is going to get hidden by my trusty old logo. Look at that. So that is going to fit right in there. In the grand scheme of things, people might not even notice in there, just another little hidden gem. There's two different versions of this bumper. I got the second one here that has this that extends out, and this actually gives a little bit of protection for your tires. So some people might not care, and if you're off-roading or rock crawling, you probably don't want this, but generally most people want to protect their tire in case they do hit something or something comes back here. But there's another version of this bumper that basically comes straight here and it's just cut over. It has definitely a different look here. Overall, I'm impressed at the construction of this. It's really thick metal. I should have measured it out here, but from experience, my guess is somewhere around the 100 thou range as far as thickness for metal. It's hard to tell now that it's being powder coated as well. The other thing that I've noticed too is that the welds, you can actually see them. So they could have actually, they were a bit basic minimum as far as the powder coat is, because normally if you're generous with the powder coating, you won't be able to see these welds very well defined like they are now. Add some light in here. There's on the inside here, your Fab Fours bumper, yeah. So then you can see here a little bit of an access point underneath. And then you can see, you know, in here, yeah. So those bolts that are attached in there, those are actually attaching into where your old bumper used to be. There's one on one side and obviously one on the other. Yeah. One thing that you might have noticed right away, maybe not, is that these nice access holes, which I talked about previously, it's a bit big. There's nothing to really stop anything from coming in here. You'll get mud, water, branches, dirt, you name it, it's just probably going to get in here. Mind you, it does still have, there's still quite a bit here, but it's just, yeah, stuff will 100% get in there. So, I went to go see some trusty friends at Schaefer's Welding, where they like to make custom parts. And I got these two things made up to exactly have access to these holes quickly. So all you need here is a 5/16 Allen wrench, and you can put them in here. You can tighten one, tighten the other, and then boom, it hides the hole. And this is just a plate at the back. They've welded that nut right into there. And see, this actually, they did a really good job at that, because this is actually bent here. So is this. It's very, very faint, but it's bent slightly here. You actually take this and see, you get a little bit of a gap there, and you slide it on the top, and then slide it back onto the bottom, and then ta-da! Then all you got to do is come here and tighten this here. This is what it's going to look like with both plates on here. You can easily get access to the winch if you need to. One side, this on the other. I'd like to give a big thumbs up and a big thank you to Schaefer's Welding and Custom Fabs in Whitecourt, Alberta.